I'm due for a good cry. You guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jordan. If you are not new here, thank you for being subscribed. I almost forgot what I wanted to say. Today's video is going to be me choosing my March monthly TBR. Now, I've only recorded a TBR video once. I did not stick to that TBR, but I feel like with the way that I'm choosing my TBR, I'll want to read these books and I'll reach for these books. So with that being said, let me explain how we're going to choose my March TBR. If you are familiar with Goodreads, Goodreads has these digital bookmarks to go along with your Goodreads reading goal. So for every month that you read a book, you get a digital bookmark for finishing a book in that month. You only have to finish one book to get those. At the end of the year, you get 3 additional digital bookmarks. One is called Grand Slam. It's called Grand Slam. And Grand Slam means that you've read one book for every month of the entire year. The second one is called Nailed It. That is where you achieve your reading goal. So my reading goal is 60 books. So I will get that one when I reach 60 books. Then you have the last one, which is called Stepped Up. And that means that you surpassed your reading goal. I want to say by at least one book. I mean, if you surpass it, you surpass it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, those we can't really do much about because those are too far into the future. I can achieve the March goal by finishing one book. So we know we're going to get that one because I'm going to read at least one book. Now, they do have these additional achievements that you can... My cats are fighting. Be nice. They do have these other 6 achievements that you can achieve when you read certain books within those categories. Now, I have achieved 1 digital bookmark under the Buzzy Books category. I read Assistant to the Villain, which got me that one. I do want to read another book in that category because I feel like that one was accidental. So we're going to go back. We're going to act like we're going to act like I don't have that bookmark. And I want to read a book that will help me still achieve, even though I've already achieved it. I want to read a book that still caters to that category. So I'm going to tell you all the categories, and then we're going to choose a book based off of if I have a book in that category. We'll choose a book. So the first one is called Buzzy Books. This category is for the 144 most read books of 2024 reading challenge. Our next category is going to be Epic Quest, and this category follows the 60 most popular fantasy novels of the past 3 years. Our third category is going to be Era Explorer. Now this category follows a look back at 5 years of historical fiction hits. I do have a few of those. The fourth category is Essential Reader, and this category follows, if it'll load, the 177 new fiction and non-fiction reads for Black History Month. So Black History Month is almost over. I'm filming this on February 26th. Our next category is Sweet and Spicy, the 100 most popular romances of the past 3 years on Goodreads. And I do have a few romance books. So, and then the last one is a mystery one. We don't get to see that one until March 3rd. But I'm going to choose a book that I feel like will cater to that category. And if it's wrong, I could choose another one once the list comes out. And if it's right, then we'll stick with it. But with all of that being said, I know that one does apply to women's history. So I just have to think of something that I might have that could apply there. You know what I mean? So we have until April 30th to finish this challenge, but I am competitive and I want to go ahead and get them out of the way. I want to go ahead and collect my digital bookmarks and be done with it, because the 60 books, that's going to take me a while. But these 6 books, I could go ahead and collect these. You know what I mean? They're like infinity stones for me. So I have made a list of all of the books that I do have on each category. I'm going to put them into a random generator, and we're just going to let the generator choose because I was having a hard time choosing. So with that being said, I'm not going to keep us here long. We've discussed the categories. We see how we're going to choose, and we're just going to go from there. I wanted to do something a little bit different because I noticed everybody does the TBR jar, or they wrap the books up and they choose blindly. They do the number generator, which I do want to do all of those, but I feel like we're gonna do this one because I actually read this TBR. So with that being said, we're gonna do Buzzy books first, and I'm gonna put them all into a generator right now, and I'm gonna screen record so no one can accuse me of cheating. Okay, so for Buzzy books, let me get my iPad. For Buzzy books, we have Yellowface, we have Daisy Jones and the Six. Oh, I'm not screen recording. Hold on. 2, 1. Okay, Daisy Jones and the Six. We have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. We have Ninth House, Fourth Wing, and Serpents and the Wings of Night. All right, so those are our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, those are our 6 books, and I'm just gonna let it spin, and we're gonna choose. And I'm nervous because I know which book I do want to read, but I also have like 2 other ones I want to read, so we'll see. And I'm screen recording, so I'm just gonna spin it. That is not the one that I wanted, but we will be reading it. We got Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. So everybody named Mama knows what Fourth Wing is about. I do think that I'm gonna like this book. I just didn't want to pick it up in March, but might as well. The first book is out. The second and the third books are also out. I know it's gonna be a long time before the fourth one comes out, but I mean, I have a long ways to go because I'm still on the first one. So I do know the dragons talk in this, and like all of you know, I'm very easily entertained by any book, let alone a book with talking dragons. So I think I am gonna enjoy this. So I'm not sad about the pick. It's just not the one that I wanted. But thus and so, here we are with our first book on our March TBR. All right, so up next we have Epic Quest. Let me get rid of these choices. Okay, so on the list for Epic Quest, there are actually only 2 books that I own on that list, and that will be between Babel and Tress of the Emerald Sea. Good thing for autocorrect. All right, so we only have 2 books for this category, so we're gonna spin. Ooh, that was a close one. All right, so we got Babel by R.F. Kuang. I've been wanting to read anything by R.F. Kuang. I think at this point I have every book she has written except for Calabasas. I don't think that's out yet. I actually don't think that comes out until next month. I'll actually put it on the screen. But I've been wanting to read everything that she's put out because it's all heavily recommended on my For You page wherever I turn. So I guess a good place to start is with Babel. I wanted to read Yellowface first, but that's okay. We can do Babel. All right, so we have our second book. So now we're gonna move into Era Explorer. That one also only had 2 books that I own off of the list. So that is Daisy Jones and the Six again, which is low-key the book I wanted in the first one, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get it this time. And then we have Take My Hand by Dolan Perez Valdez, I think. I don't remember her last name. I think it's Dolan Valdez. Anyways, so 2 books again. And we are gonna, whoa, where'd they go? Oh, we're gonna spin. It's going. It's not Daisy Jones and the Six. I feel like this is gonna be a very emotional read, but I'm here for it. So we are down 3 books and we have 3 more to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We are on Essential Reader. Now this one, I have a few books on this one, so let's go ahead and get rid of those. We have Immortal Dark by Tigis Germa. We have This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. The Last One by Rachel Housel Hall. I think that's how you say it. Between Friends and Lovers. River Sing Me Home. Rootless. And last but not least, Chain Gang All Stars. Good thing for autocorrect because I'm just a typing. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books in this category to choose from. We're gonna spin. I don't want to look. I'm so nervous. Oh, okay, I was not expecting that one. We got Rootless. Let me find it. Okay, so we have Rootless by Crystal Zara Apaya. I think that's how you say it. Beautiful cover. This is gonna be our 4th book. It's a short one. 300 pages, 346 pages. So that could be a good one. That could be a good one. So we are on to our 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, our 5th category, and that is the sweet and spicy category. So let me go ahead and put all of those in. So we have Just for the Summer, not the Dumber. We have One Dark Window, that could be interesting. Bride by Allie Hazelwood. The 7-Year Slip. Quicksilver, which I have been wanting to read. The Book of Azrael. Oh, I didn't delete Azrael. Book of Azrael and Phantasma. Okay. So this is the last category that we're gonna have to spin for, because technically I don't know what that last category is, but I do have a book in mind for that category. So the last category we are gonna spin for, and that is our sweet and spicy category. Okay, pressing spin. Oh, that was a close one. I really thought we were gonna get One Dark Window. So we got Just for the Summer. Let me turn off my screen record. By Abby Jimenez. It is the winter time still, but we're moving into more springier weather. So I feel like this will actually be appreciated. Oh my goodness, it's all bent up at the top. I really need to get a new bookshelf, and it's my own fault. I can't even be mad at it. The last book, or the last category we have to choose from, is something that has to do with women's history. They haven't announced the list, or they haven't released the list, I should say. Are you guys farther back? Sorry if the angle changed. But they haven't released the list yet, so I'm not 100% sure what is gonna be on that list. So this book could change. But for right now, our last book in the sixth spot is gonna be The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. So I've been wanting to read this book. We're gonna add it, and now we're gonna do a quick recap of everything, and we're gonna talk about each book. So if you don't really care about this part, you can go ahead and exit stage left. But if you do care and you want to know a little synopsis of what each book is about, we'll go ahead and we'll go down that rabbit hole. So starting with the last book that I just picked, that is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This follows two sisters, and it is set in France after some World War II. This is actually soon to be a motion picture. I heard the Fanning sisters are gonna play the sisters in this book, and I heard it's really emotional. I heard like the first little bit is tough to get through, that it's really slow, but once you pick up that momentum, it's a heavy hitter, as are all Kristen Hanna books described. So I cannot wait to read this. I'm excited. Then we have Just for the Summer. This actually will help me finish a series, so I'm okay with this. I was a little hesitant at first, but I'm okay with this one. Just for the Summer is a part of the Part of Your World series. They are interconnected standalones, and yeah, this one follows, let's just read the back. How about that? When it comes to love, Emma is cursed. Every guy she dates finds his true love after they break up. But it turns out she's not the only one afflicted with this condition. His name is Justin, and his Reddit thread about being love's good luck charm has gone viral. Now the two have come up with an ingenious plan. If they date each other, their curses will cancel out and they'll go to find their soulmate. Only Justin wasn't supposed to be so unbelievably cute and hilarious. But when Emma's toxic mother shows up and Justin has to assume guardianship of his 3 siblings, they're suddenly navigating a lot more than they expected, including catching real feelings. Has fate finally brought the perfect pair together, or will their cure be way more hazardous than the curse itself? Can't wait to read that. I know I've seen people cry while reading this book, so I'm interested. Are we gonna have us a month of crying? Are we gonna be crying all March? I'm due for a good cry. Rootless by Crystal Zara Apaya. And this follows Sam. Let's just read it back. On a spring afternoon in London, Sam races up the stairs of his flat at a... Wait, what? What just happened here? On a spring afternoon in London, Sam races up the stairs of his flat 2 at a time. Okay. There's 1,300 pounds missing from the bank account he shares with his wife, Effie, and his calls are going straight to voicemail. When he finally reaches someone, he learns that Effie is over 4,000 miles away. As their child looks around and asks, "Where's Mummy?" When Effie and Sam met... Okay, I'm gonna be serious. When Effie and Sam met as teens headed for university, it seemed that everyone knew they were meant to be. Effie, newly arrived in the UK from Ghana and sinking under the weight of her parents' expectations, found comfort in the focused and idealistic Sam. He was stable, working toward a law career, and had an unwavering vision for their future. A vision Effie, now a decade later, finds insufferable. From the outside, they're the picture-perfect couple everyone imagined, but there are cracks in the frame. That sounds like it's gonna be good, filled with drama. I'm here for it. So then we have Take My Hand by Dolan Perkins Valdez. I don't know, who did I say? What did I say the first time? Perkins Valdez. And this takes place in Montgomery, Alabama in 1973. Fresh out of nursing school, Sybil Townsend intends to make a difference, especially in her African-American community. At the Montgomery Family Planning Clinic, she hopes to help women shape their destinies to make their own choices for their lives and bodies. But when her first week on the job takes her along a dusty country road to a worn-down one-room cabin, Sybil is shocked to learn that her new patients, Erica and India, are children. Oh, I'm gonna stop there. I think we're gonna have a month of crying in March. It's gonna be an emotional reading month, and I'm here for it. I feel like this is gonna be really good. I was hesitant. I really wanted Daisy Jones and the Six over this one, but it's okay. We'll try Daisy Jones and the Six another time. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. So then we have Babel by R.F. Kuang. This is heavily talked about on the interwebs, all over the place, and this takes place in 1828. Robin Swift, orphaned by cholera in Canton, is brought to London by the mysterious Professor Lovell. There, Robin trains for years in Latin, ancient Greek, and Chinese, all in preparation for the day he'll enroll in Oxford University's prestigious Royal Institute of Translation, also known as Babel. I'm excited to read this. I actually might start this after I finish the books that I'm currently reading, because right now I'm in the middle of 3 books. Well, 2 books and 1 short story. So I want to finish those up first, and then we'll get started on my March TBR. But I'm excited for this. And last but not least, we have the infamous, the notorious, the well talked about 4th Wing by Miss Rebecca Yarros. I have heard great things about this book, The Dragons Talk. I will say that time and time again, because what do you mean the dragons talk? The only other book I read where the dragons talk, they were mainly shapeshifters, and that was, if I can get them, that was these 2 books by Kimberly Lemming. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, and That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human. Fallon and Dante are shape-shifting dragons. They can turn into dragons. And so they're humans, like they can take on human form, as you can see. They are both in human form, but they're dragons, and they talk because they are humans. So I'm interested to see if these dragons are shape-shifting dragons or if they are dragons. I'm assuming they're dragons because the humans ride them. So, but the humans rode, anyways, neither here nor there. So yes, with that being said, I'm excited to finally get on board with the Fourth Wing train. I'm hoping that I enjoy it as much as everybody else does. And I'm hoping that I become one of those die-hard, like, ride or die fans, you know? Like, oh, fly or die fans. A dragon without its rider is a tragedy. A rider without their dragon is dead. You know what I mean? Like, I want to understand that fully. I feel like this is like Twilight. The way Twilight had everybody in a chokehold, I feel like Fourth Wing is like Twilight, and I want to be a part of that because I was a part of Twilight movies. I didn't read the books, but the movies, we went to every midnight showing of the Twilight movies, and so I want to be a diehard fan of Fourth Wing like I was Twilight, the movies. So with that being said, that is our March TBR according to Goodreads. Now, like I said, this one could be interchangeable, but these other 5 right here, we are going to try to get to in March. So wish me well, wish me happy reading, because 3 of them are fairly thick books. So we will see. I'm gonna put that down because that's kind of heavy. We will see if I get to those. I'm excited. I'm happy to be back on YouTube. I planned out all of my content for March. I will not fall short in March. On top of having my reading goals, I have my goals for you guys. So I'm gonna get out of here. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.